To answer the first part of your question, we not only look at what's happening in the Big Bash and trends in the Big Bash, but I think like most people involved in this format of the game, look at trends around the world in various leagues, whether that be, historically here in the IPL or the BPL or the CPL or whatever it may be. And to us, one key ingredient is to have a strong and diverse bowling attack. But I don't think that's news to anyone. I think a lot of people know that you need to have a balanced but quite a diverse bowling attack to be effective in this form of the game. The second part of your question. Kane.
How different he is from Warner?
Yeah, look, Kane is a very astute captain. There's no secret in that either. We've seen what he's done with New Zealand, and he's transitioned into that role very successfully. A lot of people forget too, Kane's not that old really when it comes to being around international cricket for a long time. But he's got a very wise head, and he reads the game very well, and he's managed our pressure situations very well. So it's great to have someone like Kane taking that responsibility, and from my perspective it's been terrific because we've formed a strong partnership, and which I think is important with regards to planning for matches, reviewing matches, and moving on as quickly as possible.
How different, how different is he from Warner?
Oh, look, I think every captain's different. There's no doubt that there's different captaincy style. David Warner was a very successful captain for us for the last couple of years. He's got a trophy to his credit. They're different styles of leadership, but that's not unusual. I think if you look across the whole tournament, every captain of IPL teams will have a slightly different approach, different style. And I think that's the beauty of the game.
Coach, your bowlers have won you more matches than any other team in this competition, but the last 1 or 2 games we've finally seen your batsmen coming through in pressure situations. So you think it's the right time for the batting unit to click, because that will then make you an almost clear favourites for the win, because your bowling has been brilliant all through?
Yeah, look, it's an interesting question, and it's been asked of me quite frequently over the last couple of weeks about our bowlers, and I don't want to take any credit away from them at all because they've done a terrific job, and they keep delivering under pressure. But what we've got to recognise is, with regards to our batting, the last 5 games we've played on challenging wickets, so we haven't had certainly our batsmen haven't had the pleasure of being able to stand and deliver like we've seen a few games here in Delhi, we've seen in Kolkata, we've seen in Pune on a couple of occasions. Our wickets haven't been of that nature. They've been hard wickets to bat on. So yes, our bowlers have bowled well on surfaces that have enabled them to adapt and make it challenging for the opposition batsmen. But we've got to also accept that our batsmen aren't playing on roads. They're playing on difficult wickets. So an ugly 20 or 30 is a very valuable contribution to the team's success. So I'm not down on our batsmen at all. I think they've done a good enough job to be able to get us through some challenging games. There's no doubt we can get better, but also we would welcome, and I'm speaking on behalf of the batsmen, we would welcome to be able to play on some surfaces where we can boast a few shots and play a few sixes over cover and flicks over square leg. Hyderabad hasn't been a surface we can do that, and the people that have visited Hyderabad and the other surfaces that we played on in Jaipur and in Mumbai have had exactly the same problem as our batsmen. Next question. Up the back.
So you said that Williamson is an astute captain, but lately we've also seen a lot of emotions pour out of him. He's known to be someone who's very calm and collected. Is that something that you have spoken to about him?
No, not at all. I think probably the comparison you're drawing is the Test match captain against the T20 captain, and I think that's the pace and the emotion of the two different games. You know, Test match cricket is obviously a different grind. It's over a long period of time, and you need to keep your emotions intact. Where T20 cricket is a fast and furious contest, and you know, even the most subdued type characters will get a little bit emotionally connected to it. So, you know, I don't think he's been over the top. I think he just cares.
Well, Coach, you did say that Warner has a trophy in his cabinet, of course, very successful captain. Did that put a bit of pressure on Williamson? Has he handled that well? That's the reason probably that
No, not
gone
at all.
ahead?
Not at all. No, look, you know, Kane's been part of the Sunrisers family for a few years, and he was an integral part of that success as much as anyone else was an integral part of that success. So I think you're drawing a long bow to think that, you know, that has got anything to do with, you know, pressure being put on Kane and Kane's journey so far this season as a captain. I think they're two very different matters.
Coach, 8 wins are almost assures you of a spot in the playoffs, but a win tomorrow will make that even more clear. So, what exactly does the team go through at a stage like this when you are right at the top and you know you're almost there, but you still can't put a finger on it and say yes, we are there? So, how does the team handle a situation like this?
It's very easy, as far as I'm concerned. Is you look for improvement. We feel that there's plenty of areas we can continue to improve, and it's the focus on that. It's not the focus on the outcome of us winning tomorrow night, and that then guarantees us finals. That's a byproduct of improving collectively as a unit, and that's been our focus from day one. Is you know, how can we get better? What are the areas we need to continue to improve? You know, whatever discipline that may be, bat, ball, or in the field. And we'd be fools to think that we can't improve. And I think everyone's, you know, open and prepared to look for that improvement, because, you know, that's the fun part of playing in a team, is trying to collectively get better, and that's been pretty much the drive over the last few weeks.
So if you could